Here's my e46 3 series, and I'm going to show you how to swap out the fuel pump step by step. First, I'm going to remove my rear seats just by yanking on them, and then to get to the fuel pump cover. Remove 4 10mm nuts to get to the fuel pump. Once the cover is removed, disconnect the fuel pump. Using a set of pliers, remove the metal clamp. Using a set of pliers, gently wiggle off the fuel line. And just before taking off the fuel line, get a towel ready because gas will leak. With a flathead screwdriver and a hammer, remove the fuel pump fastener. Once the fastener is removed, you can pull out your fuel pump. And I do want to mention my stupid mistake is that I did fill up my gas tank full right before this job without even thinking about it. And as you can see, as soon as I pulled my fuel pump there, gas is just spilling out. So I highly recommend not filling up your fuel tank before swapping out your fuel pump. And when taking out the fuel pump, you can see that there is a hose on the side that's getting caught. You just have to put your hand in there and just press the hose and take out the fuel pump. And yeah, it's probably a good idea to not fill up your tank right before this job. Just look how full my gas is, just right to the brim. All right, new O-ring going right in there, and then new fuel pump. Let's get it. Alright, the O-ring is sitting nicely, and then I'm putting a new metal clamp for the fuel line. And then here's a new pump, removing the cover for the fuel line and putting it right in there. Okay, the fuel pump is sitting nice, and first the fastener, because I've made this mistake before where I put the fuel line first and then I had to take it off because the fastener wasn't on there. So make sure to put the fastener first, tighten it down with the flathead screwdriver, hammering it as I'm showing it right now, and then the fuel line and the metal clamp. And then reconnect the fuel pump cable. Now I'm going to prime my fuel pump by switching the key on without starting the engine, and you can hear the fuel pump. You hear that high-pitched buzzing noise? That's the fuel pump. Turned the car on just to idle for a little bit, and everything was okay. Alright, it's time to put the cover back on, and there is only one way to put this cover back on, which is this arrow pointing towards the front. 4 10mm nuts. And just hand tighten should be fine for this fuel pump cover. Alright, let's put the seat back on and we are done for the day. And turning the engine on one more time just to make sure my car doesn't catch on fire with all that gas I spilled. And I actually took it out for a drive for about 30 minutes after this, and no problem. Thank you guys for watching.